北部都会区呢是一个很重要的一个计划，因为呢，第一，它是一个大的载体，我们有北部都会区这个大的载体呢，我们就很好的可以做出一个规划，把北部都会区的不同的元素设计好，把北部都会区建成我们一个发展的引擎，变成一个宜居、宜业、宜发展，而且高数级的一个都会区。而且北部都会区呢，是一个我们跟大湾区内地融合的一个重要的元素。经过北部都会区，我们可和深圳有很多可以发展的机遇，互助互补，所以是一个全新的概念。北部都会区是我们在多方面可以改善香港的整体在住房、在发展方面的不同的机遇。我会成立一个部门，专门是处理北部都会区的发展规划，而且长远发展，包括一些生产线、产业链等等。目的是一个高数级的一个都会区。那么北部都会区加上我们现在在维港的这个商业区，可以互相辉映，把香港提升到另外一个更高的台阶。所以我是非常重视北部都会区的发展，而且新的部门会去设计到短期、中期、长远的发展，让香港的不同的持份者、参与者都可以知道我们整体的发展的规划，共同去参与，把北部都会区发挥成功一个我们以後發展的一個偉大的藍圖。首先個分別就喺執行力方面，同埋喺我哋設計呢兩個小組嘅目的方面。第一個小組咧係一個公營房屋項目嘅行動小組，係以行動為目標，即係話喺提供我哋嘅速度、我哋嘅效率同埋我個量都係要認真做嘅。咁我提倡咗一個新嘅叫做提早上樓計劃，呢個其中就係佢行動組裏邊要做嘅。我亦都要求佢喺我哋新政府100日施政嘅時候咧，都要提交一個初步嘅方案計劃。呢一個工作組咧係以行動為目標，所以係會喺不同嘅領域裏邊咧，希望係加速、加量同埋加效。我同意房屋問題唔係容易係一朝一夕去解決嘅，但係剛才我喺簡介會亦都提出過，我哋花咗好多時間去討論，其實方案都喺度㗎啦，係執行嘅時候。另外一個小組，佢係整體嘅土地供應，包括由冇變有，又或者由熟地變生地，由生地到起樓。呢個過程係好長嘅，涉及嘅部門係好多嘅，所以通過呢個小組咧，由一個司長級嘅官員去帶領咧，會喺 我要求嘅政策方針裏邊咧去做事嘅，因為我好明確講咗，我嘅政策方針咧就係要縮減程序，將時間壓縮，同埋咧喺每一個部門裏邊嘅運作嘅時候，除咗佢係一個叫做監管者，仲要係一個推動者。推動者嘅意思即係話，我哋應該係有一個以結果為目標嘅概念，係希望盡快去幫有關嘅人士去落成佢嘅發展計劃。而且我強調咧係共同解決問題。喺我接觸不同界別嘅人士，佢哋都有好多不同嘅意見，去將我哋提升、提量、提速，去俾我哋參考嘅共同嘅意願，我係非常之樂觀，所以我會相信喺執行力方面，而且我已經俾咗個綱領同埋方向佢哋㗎啦。呢個唔係一個普通係仲係我哋只係流於討論嘅一個委員會。Hong Kong has experienced mobility of people over its history, especially in the last 25 years. This is a thing that we have been living with and coming across regularly. What is important, I think, is Hong Kong remains the place of attraction as a place with strong competitiveness. One of the reasons why people think of moving to other places is the measures that we have introduced to control COVID-19. But COVID-19 will be passed no matter what. It's a matter of time. So in the long term, it is how we make people realize the attractiveness and the competitiveness and the beauty of Hong Kong as a place they should come to work, to live, and to develop. And the strengths I have highlighted in my manifesto has already indicated there are many unique advantages that other places don't have. The fact that Hong Kong is a metropolitan city, that we are open to all parts of the world. We have advantage in language. We are an inclusive society. And it is a lively city. There are a lot of strengths that will attract people to come. And I think people will follow the trend of where they can make money and where they can develop and realize their dreams. We are the access to GBA. We are the access to the mainland market. These are the strengths that will not be replaced by any cities in China or any countries in the world. This will continue to attract people because we have the market. We have the competitiveness. This is a place that they will make their business successful, and this is the place where they can develop themselves. I can't hear your second question. Repeat the second question. Okay, the measures to control the spread of COVID is an important thing which has to be decided according to the actual circumstances and the development of the pandemic. What the current government has been doing is making some relaxation for people to come to Hong Kong. What I intend to do, if I am elected, that I will be designing a strategy that will be based on risk level, so that the measure doesn't have to apply to all sectors of society as a whole. In other words, if there are businesses which actually can operate with a very low risk in regard to the control of the pandemic, then they can be treated separately from other sectors which may have a higher risk. That is the approach that I'm going to take. Regarding the attractiveness of Hong Kong, so that in my next 5 years, more people will come to do business here, to go about their daily lives, and to develop themselves, I mentioned very clearly that there are many unique factors that Hong Kong possesses that no cities in China will have and no countries in the world will have. And that is our openness to the world, our inclusiveness and our diversity, and the market, and the talents, and the opportunity for development with our direct access to GBA, direct access to the mainland. I have mentioned how, in at least 6 areas, Hong Kong can enhance its competitiveness. This competitiveness will be our strength to attract people to come. And I think no matter what, COVID will, at some stage, under control. And we can run Hong Kong as an attractive place with hope and opportunity, which will definitely attract people to come to Hong Kong.首先呢，我喺政府工作咗45年咧，我好深信每一位公務員佢參與公務員嘅工作咧，都係希望為社會去做事嘅。而過去我亦都講過喺一啲獨立嘅競爭力報告，香港嘅政府效率係被評為世界第一嘅。當然喺不同嘅情況有不同嘅挑戰。喺系統方面，我哋點樣可以將公務員嘅個人能力集結起嚟，1+1大於2，產生協同效應，係我喺施政裏邊嘅必須思考同埋認真處理嘅問題。我對公務員嘅認識，佢哋係優秀嘅，佢哋有豐富嘅行政經驗。我哋喺系統方面點樣將佢哋嘅團隊精神更加加強？點樣可以喺行事方法以結果為目標，去達成一啲成果？呢啲係重要嘅。而且我相信，無論每一位公務員，佢認同我嘅理念又好，佢有自己嘅諗法又好，當我哋做到成績，每一步都會令到佢信服。只要我哋真正做到成果，佢就會可以達成佢自己為市民服務嘅意願嘅。呢個第一點。第二點呢，我強調喺多方面嘅行事改革呢，都係去創造一個正向嘅行事文化， 嘅一個重點嚟嘅。任何人佢嘅行為，除咗基於個人理念所驅使之外咧，仲係喺嗰個過程裏邊，喺佢參與嘅行動裏邊咧，係都會改變佢嘅。我深信當我嘅施政不斷落實嘅時候，大家見到成果，每一位嘅公務員咧都會認同成果係代表佢哋每一位所付出努力嘅重要指標，就會同我共同咧去推動團隊精神，以結果為目標咧，去為市民解決問題。你選擇兩個問題啦，因為你太多問題，我諗對其他唔公平。你選擇兩個問題啦，你想我答你邊兩個問題？香港係一個法治嘅地方，任何人都要守法嘅。呢個意識，我哋係要好肯定咁喺香港要建立嘅，因為任何人如果唔守法，即係唔守規矩啦。咁香港咧就會變咗係一個弱肉強食，老百姓可能係受到一啲惡霸嘅欺凌。所以守法同埋守規矩係必須我哋要建立。縱然我哋可能好同情某啲人士，但係如果整個社會唔建立翻一個守法意識，最終咧受害嘅咧係所有嘅人。第二樣，去委任任何人士去加入政府嘅委員會、諮詢組織或者架構都好咧，我係以用人唯才為原則。當然，我亦都希望咧，大家有共同嘅理念，去為香港去做事嘅。咁所以喺委任任何嘅人士，我最主要考慮佢喺呢方面嘅經驗同埋才能嘅。
最後一位老啊。
我就係一貫公平咧，我答兩條啦嚇。咁首先咧就係政府班子嘅安排咧，我喺呢個時候咧，選舉工程係正係我忙於係全程投入嘅，所以我喺呢個階段咧，只係諗一件事，將我嘅選舉工程咧係做到最好，爭取選委同埋市民嘅支持。另外咧喺制定指標方面咧，我會喺上場之後咧，喺指定嘅一啲工作範圍係制定指標嘅。因為現在政府都有一系列嘅指標嘅，但係好多指標咧都係講緊時間性方面嘅一啲指標。實質喺成果方面嘅指標咧，呢個係我會好積極咁樣引進嘅。但係喺第一階段咧，我會相信喺指定嘅工作範圍裏邊，我會同部門一齊咧係去商量。制定一啲有效嘅成果指標方面係點樣做法嘅？Please speak up. I really can't hear. Please.
What can you say right now to reassure the international community that Hong Kong is back open for business and that Hong Kong will become what it once was, a thriving international business? What's your message?
Well, COVID is not going to live with us forever. At some stage, it will be under control. There are a lot of developments in tackling COVID. For example, there may be new vaccines that will be developed that will tackle specifically some of the genes and some of the viruses. So it is a continuous situation that we need to pay attention to. It is important that we will do a good balancing act so that on the one hand, we will keep the disease under control, but at the same time, we will allow business to go about as much as possible. It is a challenge, but I think the current government is already doing what it considers necessary and appropriate to do some relaxation measures. And I think this is progressing with a very balanced and pragmatic approach. Looking ahead, what is important is that we design an effective risk management system so that we do not apply measures across the board. And we will identify sectors and businesses that do not have such a high risk and accordingly allow them to continue their businesses. I know the concern, but I can assure you that COVID is not going to be here forever. And progressively and pragmatically, measures will be designed so as to allow a good balance of controlling the pandemic as well as allowing normal activities, including visitors from abroad. What is important is, as we progress and as we see livelihood and businesses are now developing with the released measures, businesses will pick up, market will pick up, and with our unique advantages of being the direct access to GBA, to the mainland market, it will mean Hong Kong will remain very attractive as we progress, so that Hong Kong, as you say, will become the usual and normal, life, diversified, full of life, full of opportunities for everybody to come. So thank you very much.
多謝晒，多謝各位。
Mr. Lee, we are back to announce that foreign passport